All right, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and I honor your presence, I honor your practice, and I welcome you deeply into this space. So here we are, February 1st, guys, 02/01/2022. So tomorrow, tons of twos, very auspicious, and tomorrow is the first day of Imbolc, which is, and I think, there's like a lunar Imbolc, and then it goes 6 days later is the end of Imbolc. So Imbolc is we're 6 weeks into winter. We have 6 weeks left. It's also Groundhog Day. There is a new moon happening, and lunar New Year also. So a lot of stuff happening right now. It's just to commemorate this time of being the space of moving out of winter. And it's a great reminder that things are going to get brighter, hotter, and the word healthier comes to my mind. I don't know, so I'll just say that too. So lots of auspicious things. Okay. So I don't, here in Canada, things are heavy. Things are heavy, and it's not just Canada. Wherever you are in the world, there's a lot happening. So I feel like this practice, we're going to do some softening, relaxation, and also stretching for sure to move that stuff through us. So that, okay, I see that. So that's my intention for practice today. Yes. And I also feel there will be a bit of foot massaging today too. That is grounding. Oh yes, right. It's my favorite. And it's a grounding. It's grounding, it's healing, it moves the energy. So that's my intention for practice today. All right. I'll just adjust that camera. Okay, so take your props and give yourself a nice comfortable seat, whatever works for you. And so before we even go into, centering and bringing the class in, we're going to start with just a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Just to be familiar with it, as we are going to intersperse poses with alternate nostril breathing. So you take your dominant hand, and there's my hand, there it is. I'm going to take the index finger and the middle finger, and you either tuck them in or they're going to stay up. So your choice. So we're not really using them. I'm going to take the thumb and lay it just where your nostril flares out, the top, if you're using right hand, left hand. And then the ring finger and the pinky rest on the opposite nostril. And then here's where you can put your index, middle finger at your third eye, or just tuck them in, whatever feels comfortable. And then just be here. Find your sit, close your eyes. Just breathing as you do through both nostrils. Notice, maybe things are a little stuffed, and that's normal too. We always have one nostril that's a little freer than the other. Okay, so we're going to switch pressure with after every inhalation. So we're going to start by taking the thumb, and you're just going to seal that nostril. Inhale through the opposite, and then switch nostrils and exhale through the one the thumb was holding. And then you inhale through that one. Close it off, exhale. Inhale through the same nostril. And switch as you exhale. So just do maybe a few more rounds. Just to feel, get the motion. And we'll exhale through the nostril. You seal first, so your dominant side. And then as you exhale there, release your hands and just stay in your sit. You might need to blow your nose and just be there and just kind of notice already what the effects of that were. You might feel calmer, your breath feels more balanced. And from here, friends, inhale, lengthen tall. And exhale, bring your hands together at your heart, bow your chin. Honoring all that you are and all that you bring to this practice. And then make that commitment and dedication to really honor where you're at, to listen deeply, to to rest when you need to move as you need to. Good. And then we'll call ourselves home 3 times. So begin with a nice inhale, lengthen tall, and release this breath completely through your mouth. And inhale fully to begin. Bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, stretch the legs out. If your feet are moving, whatever you need. Maybe we add the wrists too, get the wrists going, the feet going. Oh, I see you all. Let's reach our arms up so high. Even if you need to bend your knees or whatever you need to do, just reach up, lift up through your belly. One more inhale. And then exhale, just take your hands down. Okay, so we're going to stay sitting. Just going to turn to the side. We're going to bend the knees and take your hands back. And we'll start with the old, windshield wiper. Just a couple times, just to, we're moving the hips, the knees, the shoulders, maybe your head too. You might notice one elbow's bending, whatever it is. And then bring yourself into the center. I'm going to heel toe the feet a little closer together. I'm going to cross the left ankle over the right. So you can always come down on your forearms or move the foot back if you need to. Let's take a moment here. Okay. Just notice anything. All right, and then we'll just start to sway this a little bit. I'm not going full windshield wiper. Just a couple times side to side. Good. Okay, I'm going to start with a little foot massage. So you'll come back to your center. I'm going to keep the left hand on the floor. Take your right hand, maybe you make a fist, and you just kind of pound on that foot in a nice way. Just a nice way. So whatever works here, just wake it up. And then we're going to just take that hand to each toe and give it a little twist and a pull. A little twist and a pull. And just work your way all the way down. Good. Okay. Now, you can grab your toes and just point and flex them, or pop your fingers in between your toes if that works. It might not be so easy first, right out of the gate. So whatever it is, move your toes in some way here a couple times. Good. Okay. Just take one more breath. Maybe you twist your foot. Yes, whatever works. Okay. And then we'll release. Just set that foot back on the floor. And then you could even feel or look at your feet. Maybe there's a difference already. Okay, if you need to shake your wrist, do that. And we'll go to the second side. So I'll cross the right, yes, ankle over the left. And then just rocking, not going all the way. A little bit. Find your place here. Sitting on the prop might hinder you. You see how it is. Be free with your props. Good. Okay. And then we bring it to center. We keep the right hand on the floor, left hand, just pound the sole of your foot in a very nice, loving way. Breathe, smile. Good. And then again, we'll just come up to those toes and give them a little twist and a pull. Yes. Love your toes. And then after you've done all of that, then you either slide the fingers or grab the toes and just move them in a point and flex sort of way. And breathe nice, smile. And we just start to release any tension. Good. Okay. And then maybe a twist in the foot. Just use your hand, give it a little twist. And then we'll put it down. Good. Okay. Again, I'm just going to stretch the legs out. Let's take a moment. And then, all right, guys, we're going to come onto the back. And I'm going to take this blanket, start with a little sausage under the chest. We're just going to elevate our heart. So just roll it up. And if you need your other blanket for your head or block for your head, you put it there. I take my hands, I kind of smooth out the blanket, you know, like the princess and the pea is going to lie on this, and I want it to be so comfortable. Okay, then you're going to come down so that maybe you hold your head and the shoulder blades are on the blanket, knees are bent, feet on the floor. I'm going to lift the hips slightly, push through the feet so I roll over the blanket roll, but the skin is just still sticking on the blanket. Then I can set the tush down, open the arms out to the side. And I'll say it again, just throw in whatever other props you need. And we heel toe the feet, mat distance apart. Drop the knees in towards each other. And then just really allow yourself to be so heavy here. So the heart is lifted, shoulders on the floor, unless that's no good. You can always rest your elbows on the blanket if you need to. And then once you feel you're comfortable, say it like that in case a little discomfort is okay. But you get comfortable with discomfort. And then I'm just going to lift my head up, turn it to the right and put it down. And you might notice your chin is tucking a little bit, so maybe the head moves even back a bit. Drop your jaw, drop your eyes. And you can put your mind into the left shoulder, let it be a little heavier. Just being with the breath here for a few moments, releasing any extra tension. Okay, so you're going to begin your inhale, and once you've done maybe like one or two counts, let me start this again. You're going to start your inhale, and then turn your head back to center. And then just be here. Notice anything that's changed. Good. And then I'll begin the inhale, lift my head. And the exhale turns the head to the left. Maybe the back of the head moves to the right. Just be wherever here. And drop in like we did. Now the right shoulder to release. One more breath. And then start the inhale. Then bring the head back to center. Okay, I'm going to stay exactly as I am. I'm just going to bring the arms down by the sides so the palms are facing down. And just be there for a moment, feel. And then if your shoulders allow, you begin your inhale. Start to lift the arms up to the sky, and then begin your exhale as you descend the arms over your head. And thumbs can touch the floor, palms can face each other. You can go backs of the hands on the floor. That's good too. And then I'm going to stretch the legs along, flex through the feet. Okay, and then in this shape, wherever you are, your knees bent, it's all fine. Press into the blanket roll with your chest. Push down. And you might feel the legs get more grounded. And you can extend through your heels a little bit. One more breath here. Good. And then inhale, start to lift the arms up. And as you begin your exhale, descend the arms back down by your sides. Full breath in and out. Good. Okay, we're going to bend the knees, feet to the floor. And you roll over to one side. We're going to come off the blanket roll. So just roll yourself over, press yourself up, and turn this blanket. Roll lengthwise now. Sit back. Lie back over it. And then this little end here, you might be able to tuck it in and make a little head support. Okay, once I get in, just naturally, feet on the floor, kind of lift the hips, lengthen the low back, find your place here. And then again, arms open, maybe heel toe the feet, rock the knees together, and let yourself be so heavy. Just for a few breaths, just what is this offering you? so in this shape, you might even notice you feel the breath moving all the way up nice and full. Maybe at the top of the breath, you can even feel that expanding through the heart to the arms. And then you exhale all the way back down. Okay. Good. You can do the same thing with the arms. So begin your inhale, just take the arms straight up this time. And then stay here with the arms lifted up to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. And then exhale, start to take these arms over your head, wherever they're going to go. And you know, if it's no good over your head, you just open them out to a place that feels okay. Okay, I'm going to separate the knees, extend the legs. They don't have to be right together. Okay, and then in this extended place, anchor into this blanket roll. Wherever you push in, you might notice you're pushing in more behind the heart, maybe mid back. Wherever it is, let that be the work. Let the jaw go. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms straight up. And exhale, I'm going to take them down by the sides, maybe a little bit away from the body, palms face down. Bend your knees. Notice which foot wants to go first and try and do the opposite. And then once you have the knees bent, separate your feet hip distance apart. We're going to lift the hips and roll ourselves over this blanket roll. So exhale and begin the inhale, then start to lift your hips. Maybe you might even get to the mid back. Maybe you get to the upper back. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower down from top to bottom and you pull the navel in. So you're almost like pushing your body into the blanket. Once you come all the way down, just pause here. You can turn your palms up for a breath in, breath out, and then find that again. So you can keep the palms up or turn them back down, anchor the shoulders, press into the feet and inhale, start to lift yourself up. Wherever you go here is good work. And then exhale, lower down. Pause for a full breath in and out. And then we'll do it one more time. So anchor, lift. Good. Okay, I'm not going to lower all the way down. I'm going to go about halfway. And then you feel the feet, the support of the blanket. We start to sway these hips side to side. So like one hip lifts and then the other. And when the hip lifts, and then it drops and then the other one. So, and we're pushing the foot down to make that happen. Okay. And then come to center, lift the hips again, lift the hips again. And exhale, lower all the way down. Pause. Good. Okay. And then we're going to come off this blanket roll. Either you just press yourself up or you roll to one side. Just take the blanket out. You might keep it for your head if you like that. And we're going to come all the way back down to just feel what we've done already. Now we're a little bit more grounded. Good. Okay. Come to lying down twist. Let's start by hugging the knees into your chest. And just rock a little bit side to side. Okay. Nice. All right, then we'll open the arms. I'm going to put the feet back down on the floor, guys. Even if you keep them lifted and go to twist that way, bring them to the floor and heel toe your feet together. And inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees to the right. So we're really taking this twist low. You might feel it in your hip crease on the left side, your back. Okay, you can play with the placement of the feet. We're going to keep the knees where they are, but if you need to walk the feet out, or if you walk the feet out a little bit, you'll see, oh, that changes things. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't. But I'm okay with discomfort. Okay, drop in. Nice big breath in. And let it go. And then begin your inhale. Bring the knees up, realign. Good. And then stay as you are as you inhale and begin the exhale. Allow the knees to drop to the left. Okay, and the feet might be close to the hips, but you could move them away to see what feels more interesting. And then breathe, soften. And then begin your inhale, bring the knees up. Realign yourself. Okay. So now I'm going to do twists with the knees into the chest. And as you exhale, drop the knees over to the right. They might come up higher to the right arm. And maybe the legs might go straight, or you might just play with the placement of your feet. Just going to turn my head very gently to the left. Be with your breath. One more full breath in, sigh it out. And then begin your inhale, roll back onto your back. Maybe the knees come in, the feet on the floor, whatever it is. Then bring the knees in if they didn't come in. And exhale over to the left. Yes, and then just be there. Adjust your feet placement if you like. Soften, turn your head. Just breathing into space. And one more breath. And then begin your inhale. Find your way back onto your back. We're going to hug the knees in and out. And we'll just move them in and out. So your hands might go to the kneecaps. You pull them in. And as they go away, your arms become straight. We'll just do this a few times. And you can exaggerate as the knees come in. Maybe you lift your tail. Good. Okay. And then we're just going to drop the knees in towards the chest. If that works for you, maybe you can interlace your fingers, flex your feet a little bit, drop the shoulders. And one more full breath in and out. Okay, we're going to keep the left knee where it is. Right foot can go to the floor, or you can straighten it out. We're going to go to twist over to the right side. So we're just deepening the twist. So right leg extended or bent, both will work. Take the right hand, hold on to the left knee, open the left arm up to the side. Okay, we inhale. Begin your exhale and roll over to your right side. And the right leg has to turn. Now you decide if it's too much. You know, maybe you throw a prop in, or you just place the sole of the foot down. I mean, it targets different things, but we're still at the beginning of our practice, so be wherever you need to here. Just take one more breath. And then as you inhale, we're going to come onto the back, but with the left ankle over the right knee. So you kind of find it. So here we are. Readjust your spine, your hips, and then we're going to go to thread the needle. So flex the foot. Inhale, begin the exhale, bring that right thigh in. Hands can interlace behind the right thigh. Here's where you might want support for your head, as we get into places that are a little bit more tight. Start to rock yourself a little bit side to side, just to release. Good. Okay. And then we're just going to rock in and out if this is available to you. If not, you just hang out and wherever you need to be. Find your contentment in your discomfort. Okay. And then I'm just going to stop moving and just allow the pose to unfold. Release anything that's talking to you. Good. One more breath. Okay, and then we're just going to release the hands, lower both feet to the floor, maybe a windshield wiper interlude if you need to, just to shake it all off. And then we're going to go second side with all of that. So bring the feet together, right knee into your chest, change the interlace of your fingers for a moment. Left foot can stay bent, that's what you need, or it can go straight. And then left hand holds right shin or knee, right arm out to the side, inhale, and exhale, roll onto your left side, and that left foot has to turn, and just be wherever you need to here. So, back out if you need to. Be in a place where you can smile and breathe. Just invite in what you need, release what you don't. Just take one more full breath in, full breath out. And begin your inhale as you go onto your back and you come with the right ankle over the left knee. Bring that in or readjust if you need to. Fingers opposite interlace behind the left thigh. And we'll just start with this side to side rocking. So we're just easing our way in. Good. And then I'll start to move this left thigh in and out a little bit. Be kind and compassionate for whatever your body is offering you or the space you have today. Okay, and then I'm just going to settle in. So I know I can take my hands and interlace them on top of the left shin. I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to shift this package a little bit more to the left. Find those places. And with your breath, your smile, your softness, your compassion. It's okay. And then release, both feet to the floor. A little windshield wiper. So release all of that. Just give some back cracks. It's always nice. Good. Okay. And then adjust yourself. I'm going to take this blanket out from behind my head because we're going to lift the hips. Do Seti Bandha, the little bridge a few times. So I'll take the arms down by the sides, spread the fingers, anchor your shoulders, your upper arms to the floor. Maybe the back of your head, the chin, press. You're going to take your bottom ribs in, the belly in. Feel your feet on the floor. You know, the prep work is as important as the pose. It's not the destination, it's the journey. So anchor yourself here. You might feel your tailbone lifting. It's ready to go. Inhale fully and exhale completely. And then as you begin the inhale, start to lift your hips and feel the tailbones coming up first. You might come all the way up. You know, as I come up higher, I actually lift the head, replace it on the floor, and then exhale, lower down. See if you can do that from top to bottom, like you're making your spine longer. Okay, inhale once you get down. Exhale to prepare. So find that grounding work. And then begin the inhale, re-lift. Wherever you go. Okay, stay in the lift. See if you can turn your heels out a little bit. Stay in the lift. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way down. And then pause again. Okay, this time, guys, I'm going to take the arms over the head. This is optional. And then feel your inhale. The exhale, prepare. Begin the inhale, start to lift. Wherever you go. Okay, if your arms are over your head, just stretch them away. Open your palms, stretch your fingers, and exhale. As you lower all the way down, you take these arms up to the sky and bring them down on the sides. And then I'll turn the palms up, separate the feet. Go to windshield wiper. Just release, release, release. Good. Okay. Good. All right, I'm gonna roll over to one side, press yourself up. And then take your time, find your sit. And I'm actually going to sit in Virasana with a block, but you could sit cross-legged however you like. So just turn to the side, put the block between the ankles, and then come down. And you might do 2 blocks or 3 blocks or 10 blocks or no blocks. Just sit on your blanket cross-legged. We're going to come to alternate nostril breathing. So just pause. Okay, if you're in Virasana, I see you guys. Take your fists and just trace lines from the heels to your toes for a few moments. And you're going to feel, oh, maybe it's going to feel so good. Shh. Okay, and then just pause. Feel your comfort level. Take your hand, find your nostrils, close your eyes. Other palm is just going to face up. And just don't do anything yet. Just be here in this prep place. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to seal off the non-dominant nostril. Inhale through the dominant. Switch as you exhale. Continue on. Switching with every exhalation. Okay, if your nostrils are really plugged and you need to breathe through your mouth a little bit, then do that. Just do a few more rounds. Okay. We're going to end off exhaling through the non-dominant. And then just release your hands. Keep your eyes closed, just feel what happened. Okay, and then gently open your eyes. And we come into a downward facing dog. And we are going to drop into child's pose after. So set your blanket. Let's bring the blocks up to the front just in case you need them so you know exactly where they are. Okay, and then we'll spread the fingers, tuck your toes under, and on your exhale, begin the exhale, and then press yourself into your downward facing dog. And find some movement here, feel into your legs, all that stuff. Look at your feet, make your heels disappear, and then look at your hands. Feel like they're your feet now. Everything's supporting this body. And press into the heels of your hands. Press forward. Okay, we start to pedal the feet. So drop, bend one knee and then the other. As you press one heel towards the floor and bend the opposite knee. I said child's pose, but I'm changing it now. Okay, come into your downward dog, and we're just going to bend the right knee. Put the right knee on the blanket you have here. Tuck the toes under. Let's turn the right hand out. Now turn your left foot so your big toes are going to point to the, and then we'll lift the left arm. Okay, we'll start here. So lift your hips, guys. Turn your left palm to face your head. Start to swoop it over your ear. And at the same time, I'm pushing the right hand down. I'm going to turn the chest if I can. Anchor through the left leg. Good, and then bring yourself back. Okay, we're going to do the opposite side. We're going to realign the hands. Tuck the toes under. I'm going to take a little plank interlude, if that's interesting. Push down in your hands, lift your heart, and your tailbone nice and long. And then exhale as you set the left knee down, turn the left hand out, turn your right leg, reach the right arm up. And breathe. Turn your right palm, sweep it up and over alongside your ear. Just find your strength, your softness, your breath. And then turn your chest a little more to the ceiling. And then release. Good. Toes, okay, maybe downward dog, maybe plank. Next pose is going to be child's pose. Be wherever you need to be, one more breath. And then the knees are going to come down. I'm going to open the knees, nice and wide, big toes touch. Send your hips to your heels. And you could even start more upright. You know, getting the hips to the heels doesn't really happen. Take your time and then walk yourself out. So it's about lengthening, releasing. Maybe the head hits the ground or you grab your block. And support the third eye space. This is the place of softening, even the place of awakening, grounding of inner wisdom. Good. And just be here for a few breaths. If you need to rock a little bit, you know, find some movement. It's always a good thing. One more breath. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to come up onto hands and knees. So adjust your knees, maybe a little bit closer together. Good. And they don't have to touch. Tuck your toes under. Let's go through a few rounds of cat-cow. So no special instructions here. You're just Move your spine. We're going to take it to a circular cat-cow. We'll be here for a few more moments. You might lengthen it a little bit, knees back or hands forward. We'll drop the belly, shift the ribs, the belly over to the right, scoop up and over to the other side. Just find your motion, find your ocean. Good. Okay, maybe do one more in this direction, whatever you're doing, and then reverse. Circle in the opposite way. Good. Okay. From here, guys, I'm going to walk the hands back and I'm moving to sit on the heels. You do what you need to, because we're going to come back to alternate nostril breathing. If you need to shake your wrist from all that wrist stuff, do that. Okay, I'm going to do quick. Here we go. Place your hand, close your eyes. Begin with the dominant nostril. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Just continue. Okay, last time we're going to exhale through the dominant. And release. Okay. Just going to come back to hands and knees. This time I'm going to bring the blocks in. And I'm going to put them at lower height to start. Okay, I'm going to step the right foot between the blocks. So I'm going to lift your right hand so you can get it there. Maybe you need to put your blocks higher. And we'll just start with a little hip opening. So I'm just going to sway front to back. I'm going to have the back leg is right behind me. I'm going to turn it in a moment. So the next time you come forward, just pivot your left foot over to the right. Now we've changed the motion and the opening of the hips. I'm just going to go front to back again. Okay, and from here, I'm going to start to circle those hips. So I might bring both blocks over to the left side so that I can have some space. To do this amazing circling. Whatever you're doing here, just smile. Be like, okay. And then circle the opposite way, whatever you're doing. I'm laughing because there's Sadie in the camera. Good. Okay, and then bring yourself back now to lunge. Okay, so you bring the left foot back. Yeah, we're gonna go for twist. So I just lift the left knee up because I know I can center it better. And the right foot's gonna walk a little bit over to the right. And then we're just gonna lift the torso, lift the arms. You might shift your hips back so you can come up. Good. Put the right hand on your right thigh. And then pull the right hip back. Move your right foot if you need to. Good. And then inhale, sweep up through the left arm. Crescent over to the right side a little bit. The right knee can come in. Now I'm going to put this left elbow to the outside of the right knee. You might be happier with your forearm. And then you're going to twist. So if I can get the elbow to the outside of the knee, I'm going to bring the palms together, press down, turn. And I'm pulling that right hip back. Good, one more breath. Good, okay. And then hands on the blocks. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. And I'm going to straighten both legs. Now you have your blocks. You can pull them back. You can go on the third height. You might widen your right foot out to the right, left foot out to the left. Pull the right hip back. And then be here. Now some of you might even walk your blocks forward. Then the tush back. Good. I'm pushing into the blocks like I did with downward dog. The heels of the hands are pushing down and forward. Breathe. Good. Okay. And then bend into your right knee. We're coming up for warrior one. So I'm walking my right foot into center. I'm gonna squeeze the thighs together. You might send your hips back just to come up. Just see what happens. Maybe the arms lift. Breathe. Open yourself, your expanded capacity and your power and your strength. Press the left thigh back, take your belly in. And exhale, both hands to the blocks, and step both feet together. Pull the right foot back, left foot's coming. Maybe the blocks go higher. Inhale. And exhale, fold. So feel free to bend your knees. You feel in, what do I need? Well, if you feel like you can take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers and reach up, pull the shoulders away from your ears, tuck your chin, or keep your hands on the blocks, all fine. One more breath. And then find your blocks. I'm going to put the blocks on their lowest height. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back, lower onto your knees. Find your child's pose. I'm going to keep my hands on the blocks here. Just move my fingertips up to the top of the blocks. But be in your happy child's pose, even if it's not so happy. Good medicine. Okay, I'm going to walk the hands back. I'm coming to sit on the heels this time. You know, you sit however you like. Good. Okay. Coming back to alternate nostril breathing. I'm just going to give a little blow. Okay. That's what happens. Things are loosening. It's all good. And then start with your hand, find your nostrils. Start breathing in through the non-dominant. You know what to do. Slow your breath down. Exhale through the non-dominant. Release your hand. Feel. Good. Okay. And then we come back to our blocks. We're going to do the second side. Put your blocks as high as you need. You may step your left foot between your blocks. And then once you're in the bent lunge, you start to just rock front to back. So adjust your legs, adjust your blocks to a place that is good for you. Good. Okay. The next time you come forward, we're going to pivot that right foot over to the left. And you might move your blocks more to the right, just to give you some space. Little front to back, whatever you're doing. Look at me, I'm doing good work today. Okay, I'm going to start to roll these hips into a circle, whatever that is. Just be in the motion of your ocean. It might be more of a figure eight, whatever's happening. So embrace the movement. And I'm going to change direction and try and circle the opposite way a few times. Keep breathing. Good. Okay. Bring yourself back into this lunge. A foot, adjust. Okay, we're going to lift up. So maybe the left foot needs to walk in. Squeeze your thighs. Inhale, come up. Be here. Put the left hand onto your left thigh. Reach out through the right side. And pull the left hip back a little bit. And then exhale, crescent over to the left. Pull the left knee in to help balance. Okay, and then find your place here, whatever it is. Elbow, forearm, anything. It's a twist. And make noise if you start to fall. Drop your hips forward, turn. One more breath. And then release. Hands to the blocks. Tuck the toes under. Lift the back knee, straighten your legs. Okay, adjust your footing. Maybe the left foot needs to walk out, right foot needs to walk out. So you widen. Pull the left hip back. Move your blocks in or out. Use them. Use the press of your hands, of your feet, of your soft gaze, your smile. And notice if your left big toe is lifting, can you anchor it? Breathe. Bend into the knee. We're coming to warrior one. So find your balance, adjust your footing, push that right thigh up, and then inhale, sweep your arms up, come up, and just be here in your strength, in your place. Big psoas stretch, and pull the belly back. Breathe in your hands, and then release your hands to the blocks. Find your forward fold. Pull the left foot back. Put your blocks higher if you like. Inhale, exhale, and fold. And you could just stay here, or take your hands behind your back, opposite interlace, lift the shoulders, lift the arms, lift the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe. Good. And then release. Put my hands on the blocks, put them on their lowest height. Coming back for downward dog. We'll step the right foot back, then the left foot back. Be in your doggy here. If the blocks are a problem, take them out. Good. Okay, pigeon, guys. So I'm going to bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And then exhale, bring that knee maybe to the outside of your right wrist. Foot comes down, left knee down. Walk the left leg back. Here's where you might throw a blanket, a prop underneath your right hip. You decide. Maybe the blocks are not helpful. And then I love to start with this rocking, not unlike what we did on our backs quite a few times. And also sitting. And once you're here, you can come onto your forearms or all the way down, or use your block to support your head. Release into this. Now, that doesn't mean you have to stop moving. Just see if you notice your left hip is really lifting, and maybe you can bring it down a little bit. And then just be in this shape. One more moment. Okay. And come back onto my hands, and from here we're going to come to sit in Sukhasana. So that's cross-legged. So this left leg's going to come around, be in front of the right. Adjust as you need. Sit on your prop. We have the blocks. We're going to forward fold. Just be here. And then bring yourself forward into your forward fold. And you can use your block to support the third eye, or you just keep your hands on the floor wherever you need to. Feel free to explore a little bit if you want to sway side to side, or even a little bit of cat-cow here. So after you've moved and you can drop in, release yourself into this shape. This is a great surrender. If your hands aren't helping you in the pose, maybe you turn the palms up. Melt your heart space. So started with that blanket roll under the heart. You can just imagine with that pressure, with that little bit of support. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, sigh it out, and then just walk yourself upright. Okay, I'm going to come back to alternate nostril breathing. If you need to stretch your legs out or blow your nose, do all that, and then we'll start. Let's try the non-dominant hand this time, just for fun. So a little bit of brain gym, see how that goes. And then we'll start sealing the non-dominant nostril first. Inhale through your dominant. Good. Continue on as you know what to do. Watch your posture. And we'll exhale through the dominant. Release your hands. Okay. I'm going to go to pigeon. And I'm just going to flow in from here. So you just lean over to your left side, sweep your right leg behind. And then the hands come down and just maybe lift, adjust. So that left knee might move outside the left wrist. If your hips are very tight, it might stay to the inside. And then once you're here, just rock yourself side to side. In a way that's just about creating space, giving you time to adjust what you need to. You might need to lift the right knee and then put it back. And then find your, what teacher calls this, lazy pigeon. Find your lazy pigeon. So on your forearms or on your hands or a block under your head. Support underneath your left thigh if you need that. Release your jaw, your breath. that imagine support behind your heart. Let's just take a nice big breath in, side out, and just keeping all of whatever you cultivated there. Walk yourself up. Take your prop out from your left hip if you have it there, and then sweep that right leg around, and just come to Sukhasana, cross-legged, second side. Find your structure, your space here. And as you exhale, find your forward fold here. Use your blocks if you need to. Stay on your hands. Or lower onto your forearms. And just sway a little bit side to side. Yeah. And melt into whatever you can. One more moment. And be like, oh, just starting to fall in. That's good. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, if you're like, I need a few more breaths, then you take that. And just come up and sit for a moment. Okay. Great. So we're moving to the end of our practice, guys. I'm going to take one last, start almost the way we, or finish the way we started. So I'm going to take the blocks underneath the chest. This one's for the head. You go any height. I have this on the second height. You could be first height. You could do first height and third height. You'll see. And if the blocks, feel free to put the blanket back in if that's a better place for you. Okay, then I'm going to sit. Have the knees bent. I find the block. I move my tush so I can get those shoulder blades to rest on the blanket. And then here it goes. Okay, I see you're in it, or you're getting in it. If you're someone who likes Virasana and you want to do this in Virasana, that's what I'm going to do. So you don't have to do that. It's a lot. And you could start with a block underneath your tush. It does change things a little bit. Okay, or you just come down. If that's your jam, great. If it's not, that's great. You with your legs bent, you can straighten them. I'm just going to take this lift of the chest with the blocks, a little more support. Take your arms out to the side. Be here. Be here now. Drop in. I'm offering myself grounding. I'm offering myself breath. I'm offering myself space to let everything move within. Release stagnant energy, release stagnant thoughts. Release violent thoughts. Things that, oh, I can't do this. This is whatever it is, we all have our own negative self-talk. What a load of rubbish. Where did we learn that? I don't know. Yes, I do know. We all know. We all have our roots. Okay, you know where it came from. Just embody yourself as this beautiful child you are. Perfect as you are, work in progress as you are, doing your best as you do. Okay, I'm going to go deeper just by taking the block from the head and either lowering it or releasing it. Okay, we're just here for another few moments. If you want to take your arms over your head, go for that. Really send your awareness to this breath. Dropping in. Okay. Nice big breath in. Sigh it out. And then find your way out of this. So either rolling to your side or pressing yourself up. Good. And then quick as a cat. We're going to find our way into Shavasana. And I'm going to bring my bolster and the blocks in. So I'll just turn to the side. I'm going to put the blocks for the feet, the heels, maybe. It might even be your calves, you see. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're just going to keep the legs, everything a little bit elevated. So just rest here and then take another blanket for the head. Put on my sweater. I was going to do more foot massage, but guys, maybe today you say, I'm going to take some time, rub my feet. Cover your eyes. Just resting into everything that you've done, everything you've opened. You may even feel the effects of all those alternate nostril breathing. Whatever you feel, if your back is talking to you, always bend your knees, place your feet on the bolster. That might be what you need, or you can lengthen the low back. Resting into all that you are. So as you're settling in, we tell ourselves, at this moment, I love myself completely. At this moment, I love you completely. And just being with your breath. Now, the back of your heart, all this work we've done to lift the heart, to elevate the heart. Let it rest. Notice if your eyelids are fluttering, you soften your eyes. Release to gravity, to your support, your supportive self. And staying in your rest as you are, or bringing your hands, even one hand to your heart, or both hands to your heart. As you just anchor gently to the heart space, allow the back of the heart to rest a little more, jaw to release a little more. And keep your hands there, or bring them back out just for the next few moments of our rest. If you feel you're just falling in, I encourage you to take more time. And if you feel ready, friends, you start to wiggle your toes, your fingers, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe turn your toes in and out a few times just to move the whole leg and the hip sockets. You can bend the knees. You might just hang out there for a few moments. It's going to anchor the back a little bit, or hug the knees in, whatever feels good. As you're ready, you'll roll to your side. We're going to hang out there for a few breaths. Coming up to sitting, you take your time, do what feels. What feels? That's all I'm going to say. Do what feels. When we take our sit in, this is the opportunity to be aware of what's shifted. Maybe things feel a little freer, a little bit more flowy, a little bit more open. And your awareness is more present. This microcosm of the universe that is you. As you're ready, friends, you'll inhale as you are, and as you exhale, bring these hands together in front of your heart, bow your chin, honoring this practice, honoring all that you bring and all that you offer. As we inhale and lengthen ourselves nice and tall, we'll exhale this breath completely. We'll seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra in an inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. Seal that with an Om. Inhale. Inhale this breath. Exhale into your hands. Get your sacred breath out your chin. And then as you inhale, lengthen with your chin and offer this to yourself. Good. And to each other. And even out. Let's send it all the way out. Let's send it to Ottawa. Send it out. Yes. And then we'll just take it back. Right. A little protection mudra if you need it. Yes. All the way down. This is just a simple refresh. Build yourself up. Okay. Mwah. Yes. Oh, I see you. I see you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence and for being here and sharing this practice in this space. Namaste, guys. Namaste. See you later. Love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.